right.
You're welcome.
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
All right,
And
3
then
minutes.
No.
No.
9.1.
All right. So from low to high, we have a 9. We have a 9.1, and we have a 9.6 with the total score of.
Wait, what was that time again? I'm sorry.
3 minutes even.
That is a 28.7.
28.7. Clap for the poet, not the score. All right, y'all. Just like that, we are done with round 1. So let me just do some quick maneuvering here. So,
sorry, correction, 27.7. My apologies.
Oh, okay. 27.7, just to clarify. All right, 27.7. Still clap for the poet, not the score. All right. So in round 2 is our final round. Slammasters Slam. Somebody gonna walk away with $100 because this tournament may be virtual, but the money is real. The money is real. All right. All right. So we got. All right. And
Gucci, Poetic Soul, and the Artist.
All right. So the order for round 2 is going to go Matthew Cuban Hernandez going first. Second will be Slingston Hughes. Third will be Gucci Bass. Fourth will be Alex Poetic Soul. And fifth will be Ascension the Artist. All right, just like that, we ready for final round? Fun. Woo, woo. All right. And hello, everyone, again, to everyone in the Echo. Drink some poetry punch for us, climb up the lighthouse tower. There's a lot to do in the Echo. I'm just saying, you can go in a conference room, start a cipher, do all of the things. It's a lot of fun. So, all right, without further ado, we're going to jump into the money round. All right. Going first, please welcome back to our virtual stage, Matthew Cuban Hernandez.
My heart, my shell, or both, born like a conch shell, born as a sea turtle, born as a rock or a hard place or both, born like a brick, built like a wall, something made to keep out or in, to suppress, to surprise or tear down, born like a bullhorn, a siren, a wailing, a calling or a culling to the war machines under our collarbone, bones like shells, slugs or shields, armor fragments shuffling under the skin, the parts we wear like car paint, covering up the chrome, dings and dents from existing in this unkind place, born like a bullet, born like a gunshot or ricochet, born like a battle cry, but not born to cry or deconstruct the bricks our ancestors created to keep us alive, even if we were just a thought or a dream, even if we were to never find out or know, even if all we get for their construction is air in our lungs, still born like shell casing, still built like a boomerang, coming back to the things that push us furthest away, still spinning and moving, but only in circles, still protecting our fragile, like it's not the strongest part of our resolve, like it's not our greatest resource, disguised as a wilting rose, like it's not the only part of my mother I can still feel and speak to and speak from, like I wasn't born with a to-do list, like I wasn't built to grow from this lineage of trauma, like I wasn't the trauma, like I wasn't the growth, like I'm not growing, existing from lives not longer able to be lived, like I'm not a chip off the old block, an old shell talking about you need me, talking about I'm weak, talking about I gotta hide behind this comfort, talking about I'm good, saying you good, bro, just sleep, just rest, just stay tired, just call it productive, just call it busy or distraction or destruction, call it bones, call it an ugly shield, call it a bullhorn, singing a map you'll follow all the way home, all the way to heart.
Y'all clap it up for the poets. Show some love in the comments. The host has spotlighted your video for everyone. I just want to shout out my lovely assistant for doing that.
You deserve to be spotlighted.
Thank you. All right.
156.
All right. Time on that is 1:56.
9.2.
All right. From low to high, we have a 9.2. We have another 9.2 and a 9.4.
27.8.
27.8. Clap for the poet, not the score. All right. All right. So next up in the money round. Oh, he ready. All right. Y'all put your hands together for Slangston Hughes.
Moonlight and high tide in our veins. A middle passage filled with hurricanes screaming in a black woman's voice. Even an ocean couldn't wash away blood. What makes you think your whiteness can wash away history? White people calling my poems angry. It's like lighting a fire in a forest and being surprised when that shit burns. The black of my poem too loud to live in between the literary of your white pages, like how our mother tongue was made orphan inside our own mouths. So we make the king's English blade to behead the king with, like we ain't poem in the flesh, like our hearts still beating despite all the death around us, ain't the loudest revolution you've heard yet. The way a mouth tries to move mountains with metaphor. These ain't poems, more like a shotgun propped up on my lips. Heaven forbid you be too black in classrooms where professors will attempt to edit the melanin out of your stanzas, where passion and rhythm are synonymous with not well written or too divisive in tone, or not enough of diversity in your tone. Or how about I write a gaslight and make you question the sanity of this tone? Metaphors too militant to be considered canon, so you take aim at what you don't know. This polemic not palatable enough for the academy to hold. But when the personal becomes too political, our stories aren't allowed to have a home. Cracker, please. Fuck out of my face with all that mayonnaise flavored ass prose trying to be poem. Dark skinned in my mind, so I write dark skinned poems, nigga. The gangster of my speech, nigga. This poetry got teeth, nigga. And I'm going to eat, nigga, 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 nigga. Say it 30 times a day and make my beard grow bigger. Which is to say, nigga. As in black joy, as in void of whiteness, and all this shit, our skin replenished by the sun while you run from it. You say you don't see color, because if you see colors, you'd have no choice but to admit to the difference between the prisons and the prisms within them, the earth and the snow that melts in it, the difference between the colonizers and the colonized, the color of lies and the truth they try to hide. Yet you want me to ignore race in my work. Or how grant money becomes suddenly available after city blocks burn, or how Baltimore got ignored until voices turned arsenic, until our prayers got mislabeled protest, riot in our breath, how Freddie Gray made the difference between black and white in the city so obvious. It's not hyperbole when we say black don't crack, because y'all done hit us with everything from whips, bats, and crack, and we still ain't crack. Warning, triple entendre on the way. From birth of a nation to gentrification, no matter how much white they put in the hood, the heartbeat of your history will always be black. So the next time you try to limit my literature, just remember how lit this shit really gets. A burning page in every quote, break beats and smoke, a Mary Baraka and Black Chakra in a group piece called Dope. I'm Frederick Douglass with a black wife and a rhyme scheme embedded inside every speech he ever wrote, a hand grenade in my throat, ready to set fire to every white ass poem ever wrote. And I don't even care, nigga.
Y'all clap it up for Slangston Hughes. All right. All right. Okay, let's get the time on that.
253.
2:53 is the time.
9.7 from me.
All righty. From low to high. Oh, wait. You said, what was yours again?
9.7.
All right, gotcha. All right, from low to high, we have a 9.6. We got wait, you said 9.7, right? Yep, a 9.7 and another 9.7 with a total score of
29 even.
29 even. Clap for the poet, not the score. All right, we're going to keep this thing going. We're halfway through the money round. So, welcoming him back to this virtual stage. Y'all put your hands together for Gucci Bass.
To my brothers with daughters, we call this. To my brothers with daughters, we call this survival. Anthology for men, raising gems in a world that view women as materialistic objects, in a world that prefer you hush. Rather than use your vocal cords to baptize the silence as fathers, we can't just be loving, but we must be brave, because when her maturity sucker punches both of us in the mouth, I'll tell her not to keep her head down. Watch her son and see the reflection. To my brothers with daughters, we call this Genesis, her epic of self-discovery, roaming these lands where women need to know their place. Be beautiful, but don't slay too hard. Have knowledge of self, but don't show it. Be wary of their tone of voice in a place where you're supposed to be voiceless. Fuck that. You slay so hard, it's like you have dragon heads attached to your ankles. Like Black Panther's little sister, you show that damsel in distress shit really isn't your cup of tea. Sure, your silence speaks volume, but don't be afraid to let your voice have a percussion of a Bruce Lee stare down. To my brothers with daughters, we call this sabotage. Going up against the status quo can sprout gray hairs on your eyelashes. For the men, raising bright futures in a world full of shade, where they would call her bitch when convenient, or slut when she won't bow to a lowly man's insecurity, when she's the only woman in a room full of swinging dicks and roaming thoughts. Do we tell her to leave the room, or let their eyes behold a power that they can't touch or own? And the answer is both, because in this continental scapegoat, women need to play the game how it go. They will snatch your dignity from between your legs and say you deserved it, scorn your whispered sorrows, then ban your struggle to male opinion. See you as mysterious as oceans, but dare to know your origin. And as fathers, this is reality, holding on to your daughter with wrecking ball arms, using this comment of a right hook to hold her hand through the treachery. This is paying tithes to your weed man, because that sack of weed saved that two-legged sack of shit who couldn't tell the difference between catcalling and borderline rapist psycho. We gotta keep our composure in a world where a solid no means unwanted flirtation, where you don't know if the money you save is for college tuition or lawyer fees. So as a father, how can we tell our daughters to shine in a world that takes offense to her kind, the loud kind, you can't have my mind, body, nor soul kind? I know my nappy ass hair holds hidden truth to our origin kind, who you calling a bitch kind, because be safe out there is secretly a sacred prayer, hoping that they make it home in this matrix cesspool. We tell them to follow their hearts, not to tuck their hurts underneath their skirts. We tell them they are defined by a practical joker who laughed the stars into existence, so not even daddy can determine who you are. You are a motherfucking woman, the most diabolical badass to ever put foot to ball. So when her womanhood becomes a dress she thinks she can't fit, you tell her it's hers to own, so you work that shit. So to my brothers with daughters, to my brothers with daughters, to my brothers with daughters, we call this fatherhood.
All right. Y'all give it up again for Gucci Bass. What we got for the time?
306.
All right. 3:06 on the time.
9.5.
All right. Okay. All right. From low to high, we have a 9.3. We got a 9.5. And we have a 9.7 with the total cumulative score of
8.5.
28.5. I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. 28.5.
That's my guess. And then Siren's checking to see
28.
28.5.
28.5. Clap for the poet, not the score. Don't clap for Heavensbow though.
Hey, some of y'all don't know how to do math except for slam math. I know.
Definitely do not know how to do math. No, definitely clap for Hensbo. Hensbo is definitely the hero. All right.
Thanks, y'all. I also want everyone to know, so I've kept my dogs out of my office all day, and they've been like so not into that. And finally we just had to let them over here. So there's like a puppy pile craziness. I might have a parade at the end, but we need to continue. I'm trying to keep it going, y'all. I'm struggling.
They just want to snuggle. They just, they want mom and dad.
You're like, why is there someone shouting?
Why are there people yelling? Like, all right, we're gonna keep this thing going. We are down to our final two poets in the final round, in the money round. All right, y'all, push your hands together. Welcome them back to the stage. Alex, Poetic Soul.
We breed slave mentalities. Bound by the limits of our cultural capacity, we've been broken down into systematic subsets. A virtual conglomerate fouled by codes and sequences, we've left our natural land to burn, replaced cowbells and roosters with tweets. We've reprogrammed our destinies. Falling from our heritages, we upload our souls into a cloud that looms over our freedom. The sense of oppression fragrant in the air. Binary chains linked, looped around our wrist, vining through our thoughts. We highlight our imperfection. I'm sorry. God damn it. I'm sorry. There was a distraction in the room here. Can I start over?
I mean, you can do whatever. Your time's going to keep going, though.
Okay. All right. Binary chains linked, looped around our wrist, vining through our thoughts. They highlight our imperfections so that we become familiar with being broken, disconnected from reality, embedded in a hierarchical social status, i.e. registry. We bow our heads and worship every approved newsfeed trending down our timelines, building false identities of self, worshiping fictions, accepting unread terms and conditions that restrict our right to unplug ourselves. We are not victims of this system. We lack the ambition needed to deal with our own reflections. Hell, we can't even like our own Facebook status. Quoting the fatality of the minute like Bible verses. Data linked with Trojans, we encode war in ourselves. Believing all that is seen and followed by the masses. Snapping each moment, extending vines like tethered nooses. We have learned to lynch ourselves. We've committed to global suicide. Thank you.
Now clap it up for the poet.
Woo, 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 woo.
Clap it up for the poet. All right, what we got on time?
8:56. I mean 1:56.
Ooh. Oh my gosh, I just got so scared.
What was it?
Time. I asked for the time, and our timekeeper, as you can see, said 8:56, and I was like, what? Wait a minute. It was actually 1:56. So, nice. All right. Okay, what you got for
8.9?
All righty. Okay. Okay. All right. From low to high, we have an 8.8. We have an 8.9. And we have a 9.2. All right. There's fireworks happening outside of my house because that's Norfolk for you. That's Linden.
Hey, they've been happening here too.
Yeah. It's Lindenwood. So, all right.
There's a 26.9.
20. Back to the stage. Put your hands together for Ascension, the artist.
My heart is a broken anomaly with landmines in my eye sockets. I got hurricanes in my dreams, crystallized agony in my thoughts. So I harvest moonbeams and meditations while fighting voices of darkness, because this poem is hollow tip bullets knocking on my door. So I bend the ink as a rubber band, bending life, trying to be flexible. Anthems of my adolescence were like whirlwinds on Earth's axis. I marinate my insecurities between drunken nights and failed relationships. These two hands touch my mother's face and attempted suicide the same night. This is not a metaphor, y'all. I played Russian roulette with death with a shotgun pointed at my face, walking on a black asphalt road 1 block away from my house. Dear God, thank you for divine intervention while I was spinning out of control like a revolving chamber. Now I call these life lessons between lines and black tablets. The pen cut my hands as a blade, my blood, the only evidence my diary could decipher. Now I live my life through the eyes of my daughter, trying to be a motivating father, but it's not easy. It's not easy in a world of uncertainties. Well, external forces could murder my dreams, so I love hard those that are misunderstood while I'm living my life, one critical heartbeat at a time, hoping my testimony inspire changing minds. Together, we can all strive to make this world a better place. Thank you.
Y'all show some love for the poet. All right. What we got on time?
207.
207. All right. Okay, just waiting on one more score. All right. He
Is the
said,
time okay?
say that one more time.
Is the time okay?
Hey, doggies. All right. Yes, the time is up.
Sucks so bad. I'm gonna yell at her later.
We welcome pets. Like my cat has been like walking up and down the steps. I can't do this. Like my
He
camera.
gets like revved up from the poems and then wants to go like bark at society. Like that's what it is.
Hey, you know, sometimes we all want to bark at society. I'm just saying. So, all right. Did you need the scores again?
All above. Time and scores, please.
All right. We got a 207 and the score is 9.2, 9.3, and another 9.3. The total score of
27.8.
27.8. Clap for the poet. We're going to do some quick math and find out who gets this $100. I'm excited to find out. All right. Hold on. I had all of them except Ascension Artists. So let me do my quick math. All right. Okay. All right. All right. So just a few minutes, guys. We're gonna do some quick cumulative score action here.
Tomorrow is the Nerd Slam. So make sure you check that out if you want to get your Battlestar Galactica poems in. That's when you do that. Followed by the Erotica Slam. That's going to be what we're doing on Thursday. And then we're going to have the haiku head-to-head, which is my favorite. You guys know it's going to be awesome. That's going to be on Friday. And then before our finals on Saturday. Tickets for that are only $15. It's an exclusive link. I mean, y'all get in because y'all are like, you know, you have the in. Y'all know.
Okay, I think we're ready to announce some places here.
Rocket.
We ready? All right. All right, I have 2 books. And I want to just say for the record, Maddie's handwriting is way better than mine. So
Good job for the handwriting. Hey, thank you for the thank you for the judges being
Yo, show some
timekeepers
love for the
and
judges.
the hosts. The hosts
Yes,
being
thank you.
scorekeepers, and
Thank you, everyone.
The sacrificial poet being the scorekeeper.
Yes. You know what? Sometimes you gotta F the rules, like fuck the rules, do whatever we need to do to.
Well, that's kind of how Southern Fried used to be, 15 years ago. That's like with the slam. We have tall socks with the Slammasters AARP slam.
Been the best organized and attended Slammaster Slam. So,
well, shout outs to everybody. Shout outs to everybody who just contributed because, it was looking like a Slam Masters open mic. So I'm glad we can have a slam and give out this real money for this real tournament. Because we are virtual, but we are, we're happening in real time,
we have 15 people watching on YouTube. You know
what?
I'm
Hey, 15
there.
people on YouTube. Hey, and we got some people watching in the Echo, right?
We have a person.
Yeah,
person might be me. It might be me watching it, but it's okay. We got somebody. I'm gonna check out the tower. I'm gonna go on the boat ride, just like you said I should.
Hell yeah, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. So, all right, I don't want to keep y'all because it's 1 o'clock on the East Coast. I still want to get in the Echo and maybe try and get a cup of some poetry punch. So there was a tie, but I will announce that in a second. So I will say in 4th place, y'all clap it up for Alex Poetic Soul.
Woo, 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 woo. Hey, y'all can turn your mics off for this part, though.
Yeah.
Mics off for this, Woo, 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 woo.
All right. And in 3rd place, we have Ascension, the artist.
Hey.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. All right. There was a tie for 2nd and 3rd place, which is why I announced it for 3rd. So these two gentlemen got 2nd place. Y'all clap it up for Gucci Bass and Matthew Cuban Hernandez.
Hey.
It used to be in group pieces together.
Poetic.
Which makes our 2021 Slam Master champion, Hughes, the defending champion.
My dance is like 3 years behind.
Say it again.
Why my dance is like 3 years behind.
Hey,
the poems on time. You in there?
The poems are so on time.
Barely. My time penalty. I just didn't want to go first in the 2nd round, so I got a time penalty.
That's you're like, let me just
That's
say
my excuse.
That's hilarious. Well, nonetheless, congratulations, defending champion.
I didn't even know there was money. You get paid.
The money is real. So shout out to everybody who competed, who judged, who score kept, time kept. I don't mean no kept,
I think it's tough love.
Here.
love.
Oh yeah, and I was your host this evening. And I want to show my shirt. My shirt.
That's a dope ass shirt.
Thank you. I saw it on the Method Man and Redman versus Method Man was wearing it, and I had to get it.
That's awesome.
Thanks. Maybe there'll be like a t-shirt slam. Like
I love that you were like, yo, I'm gonna make sure y'all see my shirt before this is over.
that whole part. But nonetheless, thank you so much. I think we can cut. I'm gonna try and hop in the Echo. Yeah, that's all.
I can hear you now. Are we the only two in here? Now I don't hear you. Kind of muffled. Yeah, I just need to like put up my sound. Yeah, it's a little bit better. Sounds like you're in a box. With a box. There's like some sort of like background, like a buzz. That's better. But, yeah. Uh-huh. Two in here? We're the only two in here? I'm gonna go look for a boat. Oh, all right. Wait, you know the rule there. Right? Where? I finally remember how to run. Uh-huh. Yeah. I was like, is it the space bar? Right. Driving. Driving. Don't see me. Oh, we're gonna take different boats? Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. See. Ta-da. You won the battle. All right. I know my heart's racing like I just ran. Yeah, it is. I gotta drive to my parents tomorrow morning, so I probably should just get out. She has a, I don't know if you know, but she's got a colostomy bag now. Yeah, that's what happened. So that's what she's recovering from. Surgery. Yeah, she's at home now, which is good. So yeah, I'm gonna go see her for a day, for 2 days or so, and yeah, I'll be like 4.5 hours. Oh, okay, yeah, she's on the border. They're on the border. So yeah, I'll be logging in from over there. I got Wi-Fi. All right. I did do all the. If you can see the score sheet, if you want to look at it, I did do all the indies and ranked them, and yeah. But the first round, of course, we got two more. We have two more bouts for the first round. But everything. I don't know if you want to post it because the round technically isn't over. You know what I'm saying? Because the first round is 6 bouts, and we've only done 4. Yes. So after the 6th bout, if I can like get in there and like do the whole thing and get some eyes on it, so I'm not the only one doing it. Then yeah, then you can post it. You can probably post it tomorrow. All right. Yeah. Okay. Well, good night. How do I get out of here?